Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing the Coil SumoSprings from Super Springs International. Basically what they're going to do is go in between the coils of your springs. And what that's going to do is kind of help get the ride height back if you're sagging a little bit, if you're running something like a winch and a steel bumper, which I am. So I'm going to install these and see how it does. All right, so we're gonna measure from the ground up to the fender here, and I am sitting right about 36.25. That's the driver's side. Let me check the passenger side. Yep, about the same on the passenger side as well. So now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna jack up this side just a bit, just so the coil over is a little bit relaxed, and I can slip in the product. Okay, and here are the coil spacers. They're pretty dense, I would say, and so these are about, I would say, about an inch thick. We'll see what it does to the setup here. Oh, yeah, that's Daddy's. Can you put that down? They're kind of dirty. Are you helping me? Yeah. You're helping me? Okay. All right, so they do recommend installing between your second and third coil, and also there is a right side up, so the thicker or the longer groove would sit on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that. The longer groove would sit on the bottom. So you would just work that in, and you could use soapy water to kind of help you. And it should just slip right in. So second and third coil would be, oh, make sure you clean off the dirt as well. I got some dirt on here. Let me clean it. Getting on the first bit is the trickiest part. These things seem pretty durable, so you could use a screwdriver to kind of help you fit it on there. I find that if you rock it like this, it will actually go in a lot easier. And you just put some pressure from the outside in. Just got the last bit here. There we go. All right, so I got it in. I had to trim off like 3 or 4 inches. All right, same thing on this side. We just gotta clean it up here, soap it up. And I've already cut this side, measured it and cut it. So hopefully it's the same as the other side. And it needs to go right there. All right, so I finally got it in. I had to use some tools, and if you noticed, I took off the wheel. So now it's in. All right, guys, so I am finished with the install, and I'm going to take it for a test drive now. So it was sitting exactly at 36.25. Now it's sitting exactly at 37 inches, so it gained it back about 3/4 of an inch, which is pretty good. They say that the Coil SumoSprings will add about 15 to 30% more capacity to your springs. But we'll see how she rides.
Many months later.
All right, guys, so it's been about, I want to say like 2 or 3 months since I did the Coil SumoSprings, and it's been holding up pretty good. The suspension did end up settling in, so I lost about half an inch. So now it measures in at 36.5 inches, which is still pretty good. Driving with the front bumper and the winch, I don't notice any nosedive, and I don't know if that's attributed to the rooftop 10 or not, but it drives really good and stable. I have the rough country loaded strut in there. It's not the best thing in the world, but it actually still rides pretty comfortably, even with the Coil SumoSpring. I should mention that you're probably going to lose somewhere around like half an inch of up travel, just because there's that spacer in between the coils there. So I don't think that's a big deal. I'm not really rock crawling or anything like that, so it's been pretty good so far. But yeah, as far as just everyday driving, even when I'm on the brakes pretty hard, the car doesn't nosedive. And having a front bumper and a winch, that was my main concern with the added weight up front, but it actually does really well. Before having the Coil SumoSpring, I did just have the front bumper and it rode perfectly fine as well. But adding that extra, like 50 pounds for the winch, I was pretty concerned with any nosedive or, getting swirly when it's braking. But it's holding up great. So if you're not looking to redo your whole suspension with like heavy springs, which, you know what, that's the way I want to go. It's just I can't afford it right now. These Coil SumoSprings, they're like, $120 out of pocket. So definitely a good solution if you're not ready to do like a Titan swap or, have heavier springs. So it should still hold up pretty good once I add my rock sliders. Since the rock sliders are more or less in the center of the car, I'm sure it's going to be totally fine. So, but yeah, that's the update that I have for you guys. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.